This first example, example 4, is looking at scalar multiples. So all that means is scale, that's a number, and multiple is just multiply. So example 4 says perform the indicated operation. So you see that 3 on the outside of a matrix, almost think of it as a parentheses. So you're going to multiply that 3 into everything inside of the matrix, of the parentheses. So 3 times 4, 12. 3 times -7, -21. 3 times -5, -15. And 3 times 3 is 9. Just multiply it in. Now we're going to look at multiplying two different matrices. And it is a little, it's new information. So you just kind of have to practice to get used to it. I'm going to show you, we're going to use the calculator to end up multiplying. But the first thing you have to do, so if it says multiply these two matrices. So I have an A and B is my first matrix, and an M and N is the second one. So that B must equal M. So essentially, we're saying, so take your two matrices, A and B, and then the second one, M and N, and these have to be the same number to multiply. That's the only rule. If these are the same number, then you say, okay, I can multiply them. And that means that the outsides, that is going to be your answer. So the setup, how many rows, how many columns, is going to be the size of the outside. All right, so let's look at it. So let's put those letters, and then you can kind of see. So let's look at the first matrix. How many rows? 2. How many columns? 2. Let's look at the second one. How many rows? 2. How many columns? 1. So are these numbers the same? Yes. So we can multiply. And then our answer is going to be formatted into a 2 by 1. So our answer is going to be 2 rows and 1 column. Now I'm going to show you on the calculator how to put your answers. So I'm going to go to my calculator tab. And on your calculator, you should see that you have a matrix button. So to get that, it's blue. So take second in blue. And then now go to edit because we want to make our own matrix. And so see number 1, A is highlighted. So let's label the first 2 by 2 matrix as A. So what is my rows? 2, enter. How many columns? 2, enter. And you can see it made 4 spots. So now we're going to put in those numbers. Our first number is a -5. You have to put in the negative and the 5. Then hit enter. Do not use a subtraction sign. Then do it again. I'm going to type in the negative and the 5. And then a negative and a 6 and an 8. Okay, so now do second and quit. Hit second and quit. So now let's go back to the matrix. Second and matrix. Do you see that it's saved? That's what we just put in. So now let's do B. So click on edit. But instead, scroll down to where that 2B is highlighted because we need to put B in. So hit enter. So how many rows do we have? Well, we have 2 rows. And how many columns? The 1. So it's already there. So hit enter and it'll go to the numbers. So let's put it in. I have a 3 and an enter. Then I have a -7, enter. Okay, so to save it, hit second quit. And now go back to matrix, second matrix, and do you see that it's saved, my A and B? So now let's perform our operation. We need to multiply A times B. So now that 1 is highlighted, hit enter, and you can see that it's there. Now do the multiply. Go back to our matrix and then make sure B is highlighted, hit enter, and you can see A times B, and then hit enter again. And you get your answer. And we said our answer was going to be 2 rows, 1 column, and that is correct. 2 rows, 1 column. So that is your final answer, 20, -74.